If a financial collapse were to happen, would you be protected with a self-directed IRA? Do precious metals make sense for a self-directed IRA? With the likelihood of recession seemingly growing every day, more and more Americans are looking at ways to protect their money and investments. The memories of the 2008 financial crisis are still fresh in their minds, and the lessons learned from that crisis are influencing the actions they take today. Just wait until you hear what these actions are. Many investors in self-directed IRAs end up investing in precious metals to avoid a repeat of 2008, something that most conventional IRA accounts don't offer as an investment option. With everything going on with the economy and inflation, they want to be protected. But does it make sense for you to invest in precious metals with a self-directed IRA? You need all of the information to make the right choice. A self-directed IRA is a type of IRA account that allows investors to invest in alternative investments. Most traditional IRA accounts offered by many IRA custodians are limited to conventional financial assets, such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and other types of funds. Self-directed IRA accounts offer an increased range of investment assets, allowing exposure to different classes of assets. They're called self-directed because you, as the investor, are the fiduciary. As a result, a self-directed IRA offers you greater control over the types of assets you can invest in, which we'll cover in detail throughout this video. You can invest in real estate such as REITs, or even individual houses or parcels of land. You can even invest in private equity if you're an accredited investor. But when many people think of self-directed IRAs, they naturally think of precious metals, and you're about to find out why. Precious metals IRAs are one of the most commonly known forms of self-directed IRAs, and thousands of Americans have taken advantage of them to invest in precious metals like gold and silver. What types of precious metals are self-directed IRA eligible? Federal law specifies 4 types of precious metals that are eligible for investment through a precious metals IRA: gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. Let's break down each one of them. When most people think of precious metals, they naturally think of gold. Gold served as a monetary metal for millennia, and it has become synonymous with wealth. But while gold may gain the most attention, there are other precious metals IRA investing options as well that could be useful when diversifying your money and investments. Just wait until you hear about silver's performance. Silver often plays second fiddle to gold, but it's no slouch. What many people don't know is that silver has actually outperformed gold during past economic recessions. Silver's overall growth rate through the 1970s was slightly higher than gold's, and in the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis, it was nearly double that of gold. Platinum is probably best known for its use in automotive catalytic converters, but this precious metal is also eligible for investment through a precious metals IRA. Numerous mints and refineries around the world offer platinum coins and bars for investment through a precious metals IRA. Palladium is another. Like platinum, it is most known for its use in automotive catalytic converters. While there are fewer palladium products available to investors, the U.S. and Canadian mints produce palladium coins, and numerous refiners produce palladium bars. Now for the good stuff, the benefits of investing in precious metals with your self-directed IRA. Just wait until you hear about what you can do with your retirement savings. There are 3 major benefits that could make or break your financial future. The first is to diversify your portfolio. Investing solely in a mix of stocks and bonds, or solely in conventional financial assets that rely on the health and well-being of Wall Street for their performance, won't necessarily provide you with the diversification you need. Precious metals, especially gold, can act as counter-cyclical assets, performing well when other assets aren't. And then you can take it a step further by investing in a mix of precious metals to add even more diversification. Platinum and palladium are additional precious metals to consider for diversification because of their industrial use and differing demand factors than gold and silver. The next benefit may arguably be the main reason investors are turning to precious metals today. Precious metals have often been seen as a safe haven asset to protect wealth during times of adversity and turmoil. Gold and silver, in particular, have acted as safe havens throughout history, drawing on their history as monetary metals. When markets start to turn south and investors begin to get nervous, gold and silver are often some of the first safe havens investors turn to. We saw this in 2008 and then again in 2020, as gold and silver prices rose due to increased demand from investors. And with recessions to be cyclical in nature, more and more investors are turning again to gold and silver. This leads us to number 3, a nice bonus that goes beyond just wealth protection and diversification. While gold and silver are perhaps best known for their price growth during times of economic turmoil, their long-term track record is strong as well. Since 2001, for instance, gold has grown at a 9% annualized rate, and silver has grown at a 7.5% annualized rate. What will growth look like over the next 20 years? Only time will tell. But if history is any indicator, it could be very impressive. Now, there's one more thing you must know before using a self-directed IRA to buy precious metals. And I'm warning you, a slip-up here could be costly. So listen closely. Self-directed IRA accounts still have to adhere to all IRS rules and regulations. Here are some of the most important ones you'll need to pay attention to. All IRAs are forbidden from purchasing collectibles. If you attempt to use IRA assets to purchase collectibles, that would be considered a distribution of IRA assets and would incur potential taxes and penalties. You can only purchase certain gold and silver coins minted by the U.S. Mint, as well as any coins or bullion produced from gold, silver, platinum, or palladium that meet certain minimum fineness requirements. Any gold coin or bar that is at least 0.995 fineness, any silver coin or bar that is at least 0.999 fine, or any platinum or palladium coin or bar that is at least 0.9995 is eligible. Goldco works with mints around the world to ensure that the coins and bars we offer are IRA eligible, so that you don't inadvertently expose yourself to taxes and penalties by buying the wrong kinds of coins. A self-directed IRA is also, like other IRAs, prohibited from self-dealing. This means that if you already have an existing collection of coins, you can't transfer ownership to your IRA. Or, if your self-directed IRA owns real estate, you can't live in or use any of the property you own, nor can you maintain those properties yourself. Knowing the self-dealing rules can be important when investing through a self-directed IRA. You may also want to consult with a tax advisor to understand the rules that may apply. Similarly, you may also hear about something called a home storage IRA. This is an arrangement that allows you to hold your precious metals IRA coins and bars at home. Like many things that sound too good to be true, this one is. While it's theoretically possible to fulfill the IRS requirements for storing your precious metals IRA assets yourself, the bar is set so high that no one has ever done it, and anyone who tries to do it without fully understanding what they're doing may risk taxes and penalties as a consequence. One final point about IRS rules and regulations is that a self-directed IRA is subject to all the same rules and regulations as any other IRA. That means that you won't be able to distribute assets until you're 59 and a half, and you have to start taking required minimum distributions at age 73. Maximum annual contributions to a self-directed IRA are $6,000 for 2022 and $6,500 for 2023, or $7,000 and $7,500 for those over age 50. But here's the good news. These limits don't apply to rollover contributions to a self-directed IRA, which are a popular way of funding a self-directed IRA. By rolling over or transferring funds from an existing 401k, 403b, TSP, IRA, or similar retirement account into a self-directed IRA, you can avoid these limits. So the final question is, are you ready to take the next step? Starting a self-directed IRA can seem daunting at first. It's an extra level of control, but with it comes an extra level of responsibility. But you don't have to undertake this journey alone. Goldco's experts have helped thousands of self-directed IRA customers just like you navigate the process of setting up a precious metals IRA. With over $1 billion in successful precious metals placements and some of the best reviews in the industry, Goldco goes the extra mile to make sure that you're happy with your gold and silver purchase. So if you're looking to protect your wealth with a self-directed IRA, contact the experts at Goldco today to learn more about investing in precious metals with a self-directed IRA.